It wasn't always pretty, but the Bengals finally get their home win. Mike Petraglia inside Paycor Stadium. The Bengals record a 41-24 win over the Las Vegas Raiders here on Sunday afternoon, improving to 4-5 ahead of their huge Thursday night showdown in Baltimore against the Ravens, who also won on Sunday. So the Bengals head into Baltimore at least with the momentum of this first home win of 2024. Joe Burrow, as he usually is the star of the game for the Bengals, matching a career high with 5 touchdown passes, 2 of which went to Mike Gesicki. I asked Mike Gesicki about Burrow after the game, and he said he's one of one. The guy always has his game face on. And during the third quarter, Burrow said it wasn't one of our best quarters. He was upset, visibly upset on the sideline, tossing his helmet down in frustration, stomping off to where he normally sits on the sideline after a failed series. And all of this in a game where the Bengals were comfortably ahead 31-10. After that series, Burrow threw a pick six to Jack Jones of the Raiders, and that made it 31-17 early in the fourth quarter, and this was still a game. With 14 minutes to go, it was 31-17, but Burrow and company managed to put another 10 points on the board, including firing a second touchdown pass of the day to Mike Gesicki. Mike Gesicki's first 2 touchdown passes, receiving that is, in a Bengals uniform. In terms of the defense, the star of the game, Trey Hendrickson. He set a career high with 4 sacks in this game. He has 11 so far on the season through 9 games. That leads the entire National Football League. So Trey Hendrickson, after the game, certainly a focal point of media attention. He said, look, winning at this point is the biggest box we need to check. The stats will come. I play with great teammates. Great teammates got great pressure because we had the lead, and those personal individual statistics will come. But we needed the win, Hendrickson told us after the game, and certainly he realizes this is a short week. Not a lot of time to celebrate this win. Bengals have to get focused for Lamar Jackson and the Ravens Thursday night on the road. Well, there was some controversy in this game before the game even began, and that was Jermaine Burton. Zach Taylor said this week, and he said after the game here on Sunday, that Burton was going to be a big part of the game plan. Well, apparently he did not show up on time on Friday and Saturday, missed some team commitments, and the Bengals decided that it was the right time to send the message that Jermaine Burton needs to be reminded the little details, the little things, as Zach Taylor and Joe Burrow both called them, need to be met before you can step on the field as an NFL player. But both Taylor and Joe Burrow said they believe firmly that Jermaine Burton will be a great player for the Bengals down the road. So they're not throwing him completely under the bus, but clearly a message has been sent to Jermaine Burton about maturity and being on time to team commitments, team meetings, and whatnot. So we'll see if Jermaine Burton, with this Bengals team very short-handed in the weapons department, does he actually get a chance to play Thursday night in Baltimore. The Bengals expect to have T. Higgins back for Thursday night. They're hopeful, at least. He's coming off the quadriceps injury. He missed the game again here this afternoon against the Raiders with that quad injury. The 4th game he's missed this year with injury. Bengals were also without Zach Moss. He is out with a neck injury. Don't know his status going forward. Will Orlando Brown Jr. return in time for Thursday night's game against the Baltimore Ravens? Again, that's TBD. Here in this game, though, a crushing loss with the injury, the right knee injury to rookie tight end Eric All Jr. That was sustained in the second quarter. He caught a pass, then planted his right leg into the turf, and it appeared to buckle a little bit. That is the same knee that he had ACL reconstruction on just back in October 2023, so just about 13 months earlier. It would really be devastating for Eric All, obviously, and the Bengals if he were lost for the season. Zach Taylor said after the game when he was asked about it, he's very concerned about it, but he'll have more details on Monday regarding that one. What about B.J. Hill? He had to leave this game, the defensive tackle, midway through with a rib injury. He left heading into the locker room room in a sling. You can see that video up on my X page at Trags, Trags, as well as the Jungle Roar Pod YouTube page, youtube.com/@Jungle Roar Pod. Well, the Bengals get a win they absolutely positively needed to have. They improved to 4-5, and once again will have another shot to get back to 500 this Thursday night against the Baltimore Ravens on national TV. It'll be interesting to see exactly what the mindset of this Bengal team is throughout this short week. If they can somehow pull off the upset, they're right back in the playoff picture. But the Bengals and Joe Burrow keeping a low-key perspective after this game. They're satisfied with the win, but as Joe Burrow said, there's lots of room for improvement. We have a standard, I have a standard that I need to play up to, and when we don't meet it or I don't meet it, I'm like, what is there to be so happy about? That was Burrow's attitude after this game here on Sunday afternoon. Again, we'll have you covered from the locker room at Trags, Trags on the X, youtube.com/@JungleRoarPod, and as always, online, CLNS Cincy with a Y.com. Final again, the Bengals 41 and the Raiders 24. Inside Paycor Stadium, Mike Petraglia, CLNS Media.